Boom. So, now we're recording. We're gonna get straight into this video, and the video is by Omiji, and it is titled Kick Fixed Twitch but Broke Streamers. So, let's get straight into the video.
Every time I scroll on my Twitter or TikTok timeline, I notice that there are streamers who I've never seen in this world before pop up and take over every single swipe that I have. I know that I'm noticing it. I know that you're noticing it. And I know that the streamers who are making the decision as to which platform they are going to stream on are also noticing it as well.
I noticed as I've been streaming these past few months, especially during my tours, when it really like clicked in my brain. I'm like, bro, this tour should be way more viral. But I noticed like I be seeing more clips from Kick than Twitch these past couple months. And I'm like, what's going on, bro?
Streaming has stopped being about who's the best in the game for a little while now, and it's more about who has the most clips, who has the most visibility, who can get in the algorithms of these famous celebrities that are scrolling, and this athlete and whoever else that may be perusing on social media. And so now you have this mass exodus of content creators taking this pivot and saying that I'm gonna go green and it's gonna be the best thing for me. But I am here to say that may not be the best decision.
I love you guys, man. We're gonna be crazy. It's gonna be good. We're gonna be vibing. I'm pulling up on the Kick app right now. I appreciate you guys. We're going up. I will be one of the biggest Kick streamers, bro. I will be one of the biggest streamers. You know what I'm saying?
If you're new to this and you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button. It's gonna go a long way for the channel. Show that you're more than a clip watcher and show that you're an actual video watcher by clicking the subscribe button. Now, back into the video.
Oh, they're saying DDG doing streams on Kick. Yeah, that's great. I think Kick staff. I think there's a clip of him going around.
DDG moved full time to Kick. I think for at least like I don't know. He's come over completely like just like I know he's multi-streaming, but now he's like fully on Kick. I think that's because of the clipping. Yeah, it's because of the clipping. I believe. Like I think he recognizes like at the end of the day, Kick obviously offers a really great platform. It offers 95.5. It offers Kick partnership program, which is income is around about 19x Twitch, but it also offers clipping. Right, and that discoverability is huge.
For all the negative things that I can say about Kick, and we'll get into those in a little bit later on in the video.
I'll say this. Like, I personally would stream the Kick, right? It's just that the only reason why I stream the Twitch only right now is because there's a lot on my computer to multi-stream to like different platforms all at once. So that's why I can't wait to get my baby up and running. I can't wait to get her up and running, because when I get up and running, it'll be where I wouldn't have to worry too much about the CPU getting overloaded and my encoder getting overloaded and all that type of stuff. I wouldn't have to worry because I already know, okay, cool. All I gotta do is just build myself a computer, which is what I'm doing now. And I'll make it a lot easier. But this really does show a bigger issue with with Twitch itself, and how they have been very. What's good, random? It shows like a big issue with Twitch, where Twitch has been a thing where it's been like the most dominant platform, so they feel as if they don't really have any real competition. Their competition is Kick, but Kick is competition in a way where it's like I know Umichi's gonna say, they are doing things that Kick does not want to do. I mean, they are doing things that Twitch does not want to do. Kick is doing things that Twitch wants to do. That they are doing things that Twitch does not want to do. And by them doing that, that makes it a lot better. Yeah, you could just go into your link. We're reacting to a video right now. But it's a thing where it's like, it makes sense going to Kick too if you're gonna get more discoverability. Like, I understand why, like, for me, I saw it as a thing where it only makes sense for me to go to someone like Kick, because it's like, I get more discoverability by just having more eyes on me, right? Yeah, it isn't necessarily the best platform to have a community, but it is a platform. You know what I mean? Which really is sad, because Twitch can really destroy Kick if it were to implement some of like better shit to like really promote and push streamers, but they don't do it. So, there's that. It's crazy, bro.
I will say that everywhere that I turn, there is a clip with some sort of Kick logo at the bottom left. They
Yeah.
are legitimately speaking everywhere.
They
And
have a
they are very
machine,
creator
bro.
friendly. One of the biggest
They be
conundrums
pumping
for
them out.
content creators is racking their brains on how to get everywhere and do everything. Between Threads, Facebook, Instagram, Twitch, YouTube, Twitter, TikTok. There are so many platforms in which a content creator has to focus on being, and you literally can't be everywhere at once. Unless for whatever reason you opt into being on that green app. And I think that creators are taking that stance, noticing those things in real time. And this is why you can see a couple of these guys switching. It also helps that on the first day of streams, like DDG's brother Dub, you're getting homepage. And it also helps that when you do big events like DDG's tour, you get clipped up to the masses. And not just instantly being put on the homepage, you will instantly see a resurgence of your views and your face on the timeline if you switch to Kick.
So at the end of the week, of next week or whatever, when is it gonna be a week? Then I'm gonna decide whether I want to stay on Kick or I want to go back to Twitch. But my hypothesis was correct. I have been seeing myself way more, for sure. Like, and I can't lie and say I wasn't right. Just, it's okay to say you was right. I remember y'all was telling me before I said it, like, ain't nothing gonna change.
Now, I for one can say that I have seen more DDG on my platforms. And this is because Kick has figured out the problem that Twitch has had for years at this point. Nobody's in competition with the platform. Twitch is a great place to stream, but the distribution is where the issue lies.
There's no reason why to search and find new streamers. You have to go on other platforms. Twitch, you should be able to do that on Twitch. Do you know how many people know about streamers but don't know what Twitch is? Majority of people that know streamers. Your average normie doesn't know what Twitch is, bro. I promise you, gang. They don't know what Twitch is. It's like, damn, but they probably know who Kai is, though. You get what I'm saying? They know who Blackboy Max is. They know who Speed is. They know who FaZe is. They know AMP. They don't know Twitch, though.
Twitch has probably got to be the biggest thing that I could think of that nobody knows about. I sound chronically online strange and weird when I try to have these conversations with, my other family members when I go to dinners and birthday parties. Not that it's because they don't know who these faces are. Hell, they even bring them up to me and ask me about what Kai Cenat, Blackboy Max, and all the other Twitch streamers are doing. But the problem is, though, is that people aren't actually watching Twitch. They're watching the clip pages. If you already have an audience, then Twitch can work for you. But if you don't, then the platform can feel like a wall. Why? Because nobody...
Bro, and that's why, me personally, I'm always the type of person
finding
to always...
anything new ever. Every once in a
I'm always the type of person to really, like, be adamant on, if you do social media in general or content in general, you need to be pumping out on another, like, bigger platform. Like, for me, YouTube. And I personally like YouTube because my viewers can just sit there. My viewers can just literally sit there, right? Like, for example, if I would have posted a YouTube video today, right? First, like, day or two, it won't get that much views. Next, by the third, fourth, or even like a weekend, it starts getting hundreds of views, right? People start to actually watch the video, right? It starts to like snowball. You can't do it on Twitch. As soon as you're done streaming, you're done streaming. Like as simple as like me and just a random, right? Being in this chat right now, right? Him watching me, like it's where it's like he cannot watch this again within a certain amount of time, right? If me and Random wanted to continue to watch this video back, or watch this VOD back over and over and over, I would have to make a VOD channel, right? Specifically for my VODs and export them straight to YouTube. That's what I would have to do in order to make it like work, right? But you shouldn't have to do that, I feel. I feel like you should have it where it's like you fix certain issues, like clipping, for example, especially if clip culture is the way that people grow. That should be like a that should be like a no-brainer. Make it easier, especially if you're a smaller streamer. Because with somebody like DDG, they're known in other places, YouTube, as a music artist, as a streamer. So it's like there's two, like out of those three things, there's two of those where he can still have a successful content creation career off of just two. Most of our streamers, they don't. So they have to pivot to other places and multi-stream and upload videos and do this and do that and do this and do that for who knows how long. Before, like, they get traction. And sometimes some people don't. They have to build shit slowly, bro. But, hey, Twitch really got locked in, bro. Kick is coming again, bro. I honestly thought they Montel EXE. I'm good. How are you? I'm good, dude. I'm good, Trent.
while you'll have somebody who scrolls through the Just Chatting or any of the other channels and click on a random streamer. But I bet you if I asked the audience that's viewing this right now, name 5 other categories on Twitch outside of Just Chatting, they probably couldn't do it. This is why every other streamer has to be a short form content creator too. They have to go off platform just
for sure. Okay.
to grow the platform. It doesn't make any sense. But it does make sense that Kick identified this weakness, especially because they were ex-creators on the platform and decided, that's exactly what we're gonna tackle.
Kick obviously offers a really great platform. It offers 95.5. It offers Kick Partnership Program, which is income is around about 19x Twitch. But it also offers clipping, right? And that discoverability is huge. Discoverability in streaming is really difficult.
And I said to Eddie, I said, listen, let's steal the clippers from Twitch. He's like, Aiden, just get me a budget, get me a number. I want all the clippers. Anyone who's clipping for everyone on Twitch, tell them we'll pay them double. So, with that being said, my clippers are about to eat. If you clip shit for streamers on Kick, you're gonna get paid double pretty much. I spoke with Eddie about it. Guys, my clippers this last month, I mean, what? They're making like over $100,000.
Kick identified a problem and made a billion-dollar industry behind it. Clipping is the new wave. It is the new fad, and it is something that everybody is trying to figure out a way of solving that puzzle. But Kick has taken it and moved it into a totally different direction as a place and space that they really dominate. It's something that they really blossom in. Think about it from my POV or other POVs as content creators. Before, the way that Kick has been going about doing clipping, the way that you would have to do this is find somebody who was a short form editor, something that was generally new to the space in the first place, but you'd have to find somebody who watches streams for hours, takes out those good moments, puts really engaging edits on these things. That could take 30 minutes to maybe an hour and a half, 2 hours on one singular clip. Push it out to the algorithm, hope it does good, hope it does bad, and then repeat the cycle. Each individual clip could start at a bare minimum of about $15. And to manage that whole team, content creators would have to focus some mindset on that. Very inefficient. The juice.
And then imagine, right? And you have an editor. Imagine you have the money to do that shit. Like for me, bro, when I'm done with this, in order for me to make clips, I have to clip this on Twitch, right? Download the clip, edit it in a different software, and then post it to other shit. So I have to like mainly be personality focused because my computer can't handle extra editing. And 2, that's a lot of fucking time you gotta put into place just to like put some extra fancy or funny edits on something. It's crazy, bro. But you shouldn't have to do that, I feel like you shouldn't have to do that.
This wasn't worth the squeeze because on the side of the editor, they weren't getting paid properly. On the side of the creator, they probably weren't getting the bang for their buck because we know that short form content doesn't directly pay you dollars and cents. And honestly, it was just a mess trying to do it all by yourself in the first place. It was really nasty. This is where Kick decided, hey, we'll come in and we'll take on all of those expenses. We'll take on all of that overhead, all of that work and mental capacity that you had going into more employees, and we'll push you out to a whole different level, to a whole different audience at masses. And this is really, and I do mean really, attractive to content creators like myself and other streamers.
This is our first stream on Kick, okay? A lot of you guys that wasn't here yesterday, I'm gonna explain it a little bit. Your boy decided to start streaming on Kick only because you wanna try something new. So we're going to be doing 120 days straight on Kick, man. I've been streaming on one platform, so you know, it's cool to not put all your eggs in one basket. I think it's cool to have change. And I think Kick is going to really show a lot of love, man. They're excited with the content ideas that we're going to be doing. They're going to be supporting it and just putting like a big budget behind it, man. So shout out Kick, man.
The puzzle of more is solved. This is why Kick feels different. Kick's ecosystem solved the burden of content creators trying to figure out how to create more. The clippers, the repost page, the Twitter accounts, the TikTok edits, the reaction channels. Now the content creation factory ecosystem feels whole and complete. And before a content creator can go on to the next clip or segment, they've already got this one posted out to the masses and it's going viral. But this is where the conundrum kicks in. Like I said, this may or may not be the best thing in the world because once the ecosystem is built around the moments, well, the question is, what kind of moments get spread faster on the internet, specifically Elon's internet?
Yo, fuck Jack Doty. Fuck you. Dude, what?
Oh shit.
Yo, what the fuck? Yo. Oh my God, there's glass all over me.
Now, if you couldn't tell, that was scripted, but there's a reason why. Most content creators know now that what gets spread around the internet is rage bait, drama, negativity, violence to an extent, and just some of the most extreme stuff in the world. The same machine that it was built to help reward creators, blow them to another level, get them seen by the masses, is the same one that is built off the foundation of, well, negativity sells. All these crazy things sells, the women sell, all of these extreme things, the rage baity drama, all that stuff sells. So we're gonna need more of that from content creators in order to push them to the next level. That's why you can see Jack Doherty scripting the new haters coming to smash his car. And this is also why you see Aiden Ross continuously push the brand risk boxing events by having the most racist and controversial streamers on the planet get on the platform.
I'm also open to, I spoke with Gypsy, if you want to get in again, to do MMA. We have a way to do MMA/boxing. So like a 2-in-1. I want the fight to be Raja Jackson versus Gypsy Crusader. That to me is a really good
Raja Jackson, the son of Rampage Jackson, a mixed martial artist, fighter against some random racist nigga. What the fuck? But it is entertaining, and that's my issue, right? It's like Twitch could have been winning even more if they would actually make good decisions. Like you're already like the bigger platform. You're like by far, right? People know more about Twitch than they know about Kick. But the issue is more people are finding about Kick than Twitch now. You know what I mean? And that's the issue that I think like they really need to like fix and very quickly before Kick laps them, bro. But I hope Twitch can find some way to like come back. If not, hey, fuck it, bro. Hey, man, fuck it.
Fight. I don't know if we're gonna get it, but that to me is like a good follow-up in my opinion. The chat would want that, and I think it would be a great fight.
Just last week, I had an interesting conversation with Poetic Flacco, and he brought up something that actually needs to be said and had conversation about.
I have my conspiracy theory, because if you guys don't know, Eddie has like this clip network, which I'll be real, yo, Eddie has bought out all the clippers. Like they own everything, bro. Nigga, I go on TikTok, nigga, I don't see a Twitch clip ever, nigga. This nigga has formed the first like clipper monopoly. I thought monopolies was fucking illegal. This nigga has found a way to have a fucking monopoly, bro. So I'll be real. I think Eddie, because all the Kick streamers, they, you know, like they have an ability, like if you reach a certain like viewership, you can enter into like the clipper program. I think Eddie is responsible. I think cause Chubb was a bum ass nigga in the crevices of the internet doing mediocre views. Then there was this where when he got on Kick and started doing like IRLs, there was this switch to where now all the clip pages was posting his clips, and then he had that surge, right, before Kick like kicked him off. So I'm like, hold on, bro, is Eddie responsible? But I believe that bro, like, yo, that initial like surge, that what did it for him.
And I think those sentiments prompt a whole video that I will get into later on in the week. But the reality of the situation is that these platforms and these clipping pages reward some of the most insane content out there, even to the extent of a Chud the Builder type. It's not about who's the funniest. It's not about who's the most creative. It's not about who's doing the most objectively entertaining anymore with the personality. The easiest thing to do and the easiest thing to spread is the drama, the disrespect, the chaos.
At least this thing where it's like younger people who want to make content are gonna say, damn, I want to make content, but I don't want to like be racist. I don't want to like fight people. I don't want to do like insane shit. They feel like it's a need to do it because some of the biggest streamers outside of Twitch or some of the biggest streamers in general are always doing some insane shit. So it really creates an environment where it's like streaming turns more from genuine entertainment into like a fucking circus or whatever the fuck. That's literally what it is, bro. And it's really sad too because it's like some people generally don't even want to do that. I think it might discourage some of the people who might want to actually come and watch like real streamers and shit. You know what I mean? Sucks, bro. Sucks.
Or somebody crossing the line. This is why Kick can help someone like a DDG who is already famous, already has a fan base, and already has buzz and motion become more visible. But at the same time, it can help somebody like a Chud the Builder explode to a new height that has never been seen before. Hell, this is why you'll notice that some of these clip pages have some of the most insane captions. There's out of context moments. It's not about getting out the good, the right, or the bad. It's about getting the views. Like simple as that. Whatever can push the most views is what these clip pages his target is. And so now the problem becomes when engagement is the new goal, the creators themselves start learning that that's the pathway to a faster height of success. Like that's the way that they need to go about getting into the conversation, into the ethos, is by being controversial as opposed to being creative. And I hate to keep bringing him up, but this is where Chud the Builder exposes this contradiction and we can no longer ignore it. Now we know Chud the Builder. I've made several videos about him over the past week and his saga continues to go on. But what we should really be extrapolating from here is that he should be a warning sign to content creators and the platform itself about the way that they go about pushing people out into the mainstream audience. The most important question is not just, well, why would Chud do this? Simple, he's a racist. But the better question is, why did he think that this was the kind of environment where he could push it this far? And I think the answer is simple. Because the space that has been created around clipping and clip culture is one in which that you get rewarded for doing extreme things. These clips can travel faster than somebody's long form video, than somebody's creative endeavor in which they hired this person, drafted out a script, did etc, etc. The drama, the outrageousness, the pure out racism travels much faster, goes much more viral, and gets much more views and attention than all the other stuff. So now creators feel like, hey, the more punishment that I put myself and others through, the more promotion that I ultimately get. That means more people will then come and see my streams because the clip views are up and I'll get more money and be more rewarded because of it. And by the time Kick reacts to what the clip pages are putting out, clip pages already got the engagement, right? They've already shot this person out to the ethos. The reaction channels already got it. The conversation is already started. And there's really two people that suffer. One, Kick the platform because now they're getting labeled as a bad platform to be on. And then two, the creators that still exist on there. Kick may have solved one problem that Twitch created, but now it has created a whole different question. What the hell does it even mean to continuously be on Kick? You see, Twitch made it harder to grind for visibility, but once you got those eyes and that audience, you can best believe they were a strong, loyal audience, one that was catered to the exact type of demographic that you wanted. But Kick made visibility easier, but easier doesn't mean that you've always built the strongest audience.
But I need my predictions. That is a big part of the community, Kick, that made the immersion with the chat so much better. Listen, I'm not threatening y'all, but best believe my viewers, they come first at the end of the day. Listen, like I really like Eddie. Eddie's a good dude. It's not even his fault like the other people. But I need them pre-, bro. Like what makes me happy is growing. Like growing the community, growing YRG and shit. I'm not saying that it can't happen on Kick. It's just different. It's just different.
Longevity is probably one of the biggest question marks that content creators have at the top of their heads. And while grinding out on platforms like Twitch and YouTube can be very, very frustrating, once you grind and actually build said community, it can be rewarding. You have a loyal fan base, you have a loyal audience that's not looking for you to do the most outlandish things in order for you to, you know, catch their attention and keep them there, but ultimately genuinely like you for you. Creators like Rage, FaZe, and AMP created strong audiences, not because they came for a viral moment, but because they came for the content creators themselves. This is where Kick struggles. Sure, they'll push people to you, to your name, and potentially to your Kick streaming platform, but what type of audience are you building? What type of fan bases come from somebody that drew in this viewer based off of a clip that is has a little Kick logo at the bottom? This is what I really want people to ask themselves. And I know that as a viewing audience, you understand this connotation. If somebody told you that they were streaming, you'd probably say, oh, okay, that's cool. That's a cool, fun thing to do. But if somebody told you that they were streaming on Kick, you would look at them like they were crazy. You would look at them like they have—
Bro, that's initially, like, I used to stream on Kick. When I first started, I used to multi-stream the Kick, Twitch, on YouTube, right? And all that. The only reason why I stopped doing it was because of my laptop. That's the main reason why I didn't do it as much. It's mainly because of my laptop. But if I didn't have to worry about that, then shoot, I would have made it work, bro. I would have made that shit work. But it's a thing where it's like, it only really makes sense if, like, you go there and you multi-stream and you went to these different platforms if you're smaller. Because you get a lot more engagement, a lot more eyes on you. Like, literally, when I first started out, the views I had on Kick used to be about the same on, like, Twitch. And I had, like, and I'm talking about, like, I got Twitch chat on my fucking, like, on my screen and everything too. So it was where, like, it didn't really matter. You know what I mean? But I feel like for me, once I get this computer, right now I'm multi-streaming, bro. I'm sorry. I got multi-stream. I'm sorry. I already have a Kick account. So I just gotta re-log in and all that. You know what I mean, man? I just gotta re-log in and do whatever else from now. Don't worry, random. We got you. Figure's almost done. But yeah.
Three heads, you would probably think that they're racist or a nuisance streamer. You'd be
Oh, you
less
still here?
likely to
Okay,
click on
bet.
them. Why? Because that
Bet.
name is now getting
Hurry.
muddy
One more
because of the
minute on this
process
video.
that has been explained throughout the video. Just like other mediums of
See?
content, like podcasting, because I know
See?
podcasting has like one of the worst
Almost
raps
there.
in the world, especially in the dating game. Fellas, if you go out there and tell a woman you have a podcast, you'll probably lose her. But
Dead
streaming
ass.
on Kick is
Dead ass.
becoming one of those things as well. They're birthing these nuisance streamers, these racists, and these other things. And basically that is solely due to how people identify Kick streamers based off of clips. You have to ask yourself as a content creator, am I building some sort of real and legitimate audience, one that is loyal to me and that'll follow me to the ends of the earth? Or are we getting people that are just checking in for the next viral moment, the crash out, the rage, the drama, the racism, the nuisance streaming? Are they tapping in to see if I'm going to implode? Or are they going to tap in to see me play a game of Roblox with the rest of my community? For what it's worth, I do think that Kick did solve an actual problem that was existing in the space. Twitch has yet to this day solve the discoverability problem, which makes me go out there and say that it is by far the hardest platform to grow, full stop. In order to grow this one platform, you have to grow another platform. Which sounds idiotic, but at the end of the day, it is one of the more rewarding things for content creators to do. And trying to fast track that process by going to a platform that prioritizes clipping by any means necessary, even if it makes you look like a racist, a weirdo, somebody who may have weird schmexual desires, gets you pushed to the algorithm based off of controversy, doesn't make a lot of sense to me. And so for these content creators that are saying to themselves, hey, I'm gonna make the switch, it just seems like the best thing for me, I would offer them a caution. There's a couple of things that they need to be very, very weary of once they make the switch over to Kick. One, you are going to be labeled for a very long time. If you are a Kick streamer, that rings off a little bit different than a Twitch streamer. Two, manage how these out of context, weirdo caption clips are gonna come out. I know that you're not gonna have too much control over it because, hey, they're gonna paint you in a bad light, but ultimately you're gonna be seen on my timeline. And that's what you wanted. But you just need to be very weary and cautious of those different things. Because these guys need to realize that Kick is gonna make you more popular, for sure. It's gonna make you more visible. But the way that the internet is prioritizing visibility, it's by the worst moments first. And that can have nasty, and I do mean nasty, results for the end goal of these content creators.
He got a point. Cause I thought about it, I was like, I wouldn't really just, I just not do dumb shit. Like, I mean, that was like the first thing I was thinking. I'm gonna think about it. But anyway, that was the video, guys. Let me know what you think down below. I'm gonna catch you later, man. Peace.